Hey y'all, Sean with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. Got another one of these I never knew videos. This one's gonna be width wars. We get a lot of questions of whether you're running the 12 wides and the 12 and a halves and you're going for this nice straight up and down sidewall, or if you're running the 10 wides, which the 20 by 12, 20 by 10 are the most popular sizes for sure these days, and you're looking for some sidewall protection. You'll see that this one's got a little bit of bulge to it. We get a lot of questions of, how come when I'm running X brand tires, I don't have the sidewall, I'm getting a stretch, or I have more sidewall than I expected, I wanted that nice square up and down look, or the height of the tire is changing, or the rubbing is changing based on which tire brand I select. So what we've done, we'll get these out of the way, but what we've done, is we brought in a bunch of 35 by 12 and a halves, and we're just gonna show you some different measurements on those. So one of the first things we want to kind of show you guys is just taking a regular old tape measure. If we look from one edge of the tread to the other edge of the tread, because when you first look at a wheel and tire setup, we believe that the tread is one of the first things that you see, and that tread width is what you're focused on. So if I go to the most outside, the lug that sticks out the furthest, but where it's flat at the top, where it's got an actual contact patch, to the other side, it's looking like 10 1/4 on the Nitto Ridge Grappler 35 12 and a half. So 10 1/4 here. Fuller, you'll have to leave them up on the screen so as I say them, because I'll forget by the time I get down there. Now the next one, which is the Nitto Trail Grappler. So this is the Nitto Ridge Grappler. They're hybrid between an all-terrain and an MT. This is their MT, the Trail Grap. And again, I'll go to the furthest outside to the furthest outside. Have to find the right one to get the bump out. That one's 11 1/4. So that one's quite a bit wider if you're looking at that tread. And part of it is it's got these bump outs on it, which is going to give it a 1/4 inch on each side. That gives it the illusion of an even wider tread, because those don't come to the top. I guess once you wear them down, they will. The Toyo Open Country MT is also going to be at 10 1/4. So that's pretty much the same as the Ridge. And the Atturo XT, now this is their hybrid, is going to be about 10 1/8. So right there with the rest of them. And then the Baja ATZ P3, you're gonna be sitting at the same, about 10 1/4. So pretty much 10 1/4, 10 1/8, just an 1/8 inch different. And the widest one by far, because of these bump outs. So if I ignore these bump outs, I don't know why you would. Let me do a normal one. It's still 10 1/2. So definitely the Toyo, or the Nitto Trail Grappler is going to be the widest when you're looking at that contact patch. I'm using contact patch loosely. I understand that this entire tire is not going to ride, but I'm going edge of lug to edge of lug. Now, another game we wanted to play, when you mount this up on a wheel, you really start to look at the sidewall, either the stretch, the bulge, or that straight up and down like the Toyo that I showed you on that 12 wide. So we've set this at 12 1/2 inches inside. So when I go on that Nitto Ridge Grappler, you can see it's a snug fit, if not a little bit tight, for the 12 1/2. And the reason is they've got two different sidewalls in this one. So this one's pretty aggressive and this one's super aggressive sidewall. So it's got some pretty decent lugs on both sides of it. When I go over to the Trail Grap, it's about the same fit. It's actually just a touch looser. It still gets hung up, but it does slide over, versus this guy, which will not slide over. So the Trail Grap is actually just a touch narrower, and you'll see the same thing. It's got aggressive both sides. Aggressive both sides. I think this one's slightly more aggressive on the sidewall. Now the Toyo Open Country MT is not gonna fit at all. So that's not even close. I would say it's a 1/2 inch from going on there. Because it's got such a huge side lug, I would say that's gonna be more like 13 inches if you were to try to fit that on there. So there's no way that's gonna go on there. It may be over 13 inches if you're trying to get around those side lugs. And then you have the, just gonna roll that forward. And then you have the Atturo XT. Remember, this is a hybrid, much like the Ridge Grap and the ATZ. And you have room for days. So I can put my whole hand inside of there. Remember, these are all 12.5s. So a lot of times we're getting the question, how come when I switched from my Nittos or Toyos to the Atturo XT in the same size, now it looks like I have tire stretch or a more narrow tire? Yeah, well, it's because it's more narrow. Recalibrate, I'm still good. So you'll see that there is a ton of room there. I would say there's at least 1 inch. So it's not as nearly as aggressive of a sidewall, and it's just flat out narrower, and that's why you're starting to see that tire stretch. The Mickey Thompson ATZ, same thing. You've got a little bit of extra room. Probably almost get a finger in there. I'd say it's probably closer to a 1/2 inch, if not 3/8 of an inch. But it's definitely loose compared to these guys. And I'll just show you quick that I did not move the measuring tool. Still doesn't fit at all. Still fits snug, it catches on the way. And this one will still be tight and not really go down on there. So that's the difference, and that's what you're seeing, is you're seeing that these guys are just plain wider. This one a little bit narrower, and this one significant narrower. And that's why when you put these up, mount them up on a wheel, especially a 12 wide, you're really gonna see the difference in the sidewall, because you're gonna be pulling out more on that XT. And then this guy being the fattest of them all, this guy being the fattest of them all is gonna have a little bit more side bulge because you've got a little more tread on the sides of that. So that is the difference, and that is Width Wars with these 5 fellas. Let us know if you wanna see any more. I know we've got a badass all-terrain tire comparison coming up next for you guys. Peace.